tension's building. All around, you can feel it in the air. It's more than a feeling. A new reality everywhere. I look and see the signs of the times. Yeah, it's coming, but they're all in denial. Everything you know, it's all about the change. See the sky crack and it rains down flames. Oh man, they ain't ready for it. This is something that they can't ignore. Coming down like a meteor. This is more than a game. You better get ready. Shock the world. Shock the world. Shock the world.
All right, here we go from the Ice Den in Scottsdale. It's a great matchup tonight on a Sunday night. Mountain Ridge and Pinnacle, number 2 Mountain Lions, number 3 Pioneers, here on a Sunday night from the Ice Den. We welcome you in to a great matchup. Pinnacle 3-1 on the year at 9 points. They sit in 3rd place. Their only loss coming to their hated rival Notre Dame Prep. For Mountain Ridge, it's a real test tonight. It's their first real test of the year, facing off with Pinnacle. They are 3 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie. Mountain Ridge got the opportunity to play last night, and they took that opportunity to heart, winning 8-1 over Centennial, beating up on the Coyotes in a big way. For Pinnacle, their last game was all the way back to Sunday, where a week ago from today, they beat Hamilton 6-3 over the Huskies, who also lost tonight to Flagstaff, the surprising team in D1 so far. The Avalanche are now 5-0. How about that? For the baby blue New Jersey Flagstaff Avalanche. So 15 minutes on the clock. We're ready for 3 periods, 1-minute intermissions. Pinnacle in their navy blue with the red pants. Mountain Ridge in their white jerseys with the red pants as well. Let's start with the goaltenders for tonight. Easton Stiller, the senior goaltender in net for the Mountain Lions, giving up 2 goals per game. And they've been really good. Last night against Centennial, didn't see a lot of pucks, but saved 15 of 16 for Pinnacle. On Sunday, we mentioned it against Hamilton. In the 6-3 win, their goalie, Ben Sanger, who started every game so far this year, he made 14 saves on 17 shots. So Pinnacle at 3-1, Mountain Ridge at 3-0-1. Mountain Ridge with 11 points. They sit in 2nd place behind Notre Dame, who has played 2 more games than these teams. And with their wins, they have more points. Pinnacle lost to Mountain Ridge, we mentioned. Mountain Ridge's only tie was against Notre Dame. Pinnacle lost to Notre Dame last Friday night. In a good game against the Saints, they lost 5-3. So Mountain Ridge in the white, Pinnacle in the blue, and we're ready to go here on Sunday night. Braden Horman, Charlie Fox in the circle, and we're off here on Sunday between seeds number 2 and 3 here in D1, and a potential championship preview between these 2 squads. Up to Cal Butler along the left wing for Pinnacle. He'll touch it in. And off the pads of Easton Stiller, the goaltender for Mountain Ridge tonight. He started all 4 games for them, going 3-0-1 and allowing 2 goals per game. For Pinnacle, it's Ben Sanger, his first opportunity at starting for the Pinnacle D1 team after being their D2 goalie and working through the ranks. Chatsworth takes it into the zone, taken away by Rahela. He gets it up to Levesque, but not out. Stockford did keep it in, or no, he didn't. The arm comes up from the official. And offsides is the call, just about 40 seconds into this one. A Pinnacle team that's really starting to kind of find it. And that's really what the first half of the season is. Who plays well with who? How do you match up against a top team like a Mountain Ridge, like a Notre Dame, like a Hamilton, like a Flagstaff? We got to add them to the conversation. Tonight for Pinnacle, they are losing 2 of their top 6. Carson Kamen, as Stockford takes a shot, a rebound, and he put it wide. They lose Carson Kamen, who's been on fire through the first 4 games. Kamen has 9 points, 4 goals, and 5 assists. He is not here tonight due to travel, along with Cole Iacono. He is not here either. So 2 of their top 6 not here for Pinnacle. For Mountain Ridge, it's a full roster. Isn't it nice to say that here at the D1 level? And everybody is here. Everybody is playing. Stockford turns, can't get it out. Grantham along the wall, puts it in front through the blue crease, nobody home. Makash throws it toward the net, loose puck in the slot. Taken away by Knopfler, kept in by Makash, he'll slap it, and it got deflected to the corner. Mountain Ridge is doing a good job of keeping the puck in the zone as Bailey fighting for it with Montoya, who finds himself with some room, but his shot was blocked. Picked up by Jamison Bell, and the former Horizon Husky gets it up to Alex Illing, who comes across the line on the right wing. It's 1-on-5, and he just fires a shot wide. A smart play as coming off the bench, his new line partner for tonight, the sophomore forward, Troy Tufel. His third game of the year for D1. In his first 2 games, he has 2 goals. Grantham with one nice move, but couldn't get past the second. Taken away by Vincent Hayes for the Pioneers. Camden Babin, sophomore forward for Mountain Ridge, had a great freshman year for Mountain Ridge. Last year, 25 points as a freshman, 5th in points in the entire league. Yes, as a freshman. You rarely see freshmen on the D1 level. Here is that rising sophomore, and Babin, he takes it away. Hyveren toward the net, and it went wide. Sanger saw it late. Babin in his freshman year made it look like he was a senior. He was really good, and he's been good so far. 4 games and 9 points, just like Kamen. Leads the team in scoring. Highs across the line, Pinnacle in a change after another long offensive zone shift by Mountain Ridge, and they clear it out. Glantz will just toss it to nobody, and that's an icing. Thought he had a man right up the middle, couldn't communicate with either Ian Schmall or AJ Lang or Caudle. So icing the call, just about 3 minutes gone here in the first period. Mountain Ridge is an up-and-coming team, and, well, they were last year. Now there's some expectations. There's a lot of talk of how good they were last year, how young they were. Now it's about proving it. And they had their opportunity to go to the semifinals last year in the playoffs after beating Basha Perry in the quarterfinals, and Notre Dame took them down on the way to their championship, which they lost to Centennial. And now there's some more expectations on this Mountain Ridge team. Led by Babin and Makash, Gallo and Haggerty and Rahela, and others, of course. Loose puck in neutral. Haggerty picks it up as a Pioneer went sliding down. That was Lang in neutral ice. Mountain Ridge has taken those expectations, and, well, they haven't lost through their first 4 games, 3-0-1. This play is a delayed offside as Caudle was entering the zone just a little bit too early. So we play on. Gallo looks to take it away. Here's Gavin Williams back for Pinnacle. Up to Ian Schmall, who played defense for them last year in the playoffs at the D1 level after playing most of the season at the D2 level. Now he has a D1 role for him this year, and he's back on that forward side. Chatsworth tips it to Fox and gives him the fast lane into the neutral zone, into the offensive zone where his shot was blocked. Picked up by Mahon, and Haggerty will skate it across the red line and flip it in. And you look at the D1 level, I mentioned the surprise being the Flagstaff Avalanche so far, but a true trait as well. Does anybody have that trusted and number 1 goaltender? You know, in years past, you had guys coming off great years at the D1 level. Now you have a lot of goaltenders, like we mentioned. A kid like Ben Stanger or Caden Wright, where they haven't started at the D1 level. Now they get their opportunity. What will they make of it? Man across the line with Horman. Mayon shoots, save, rebound, and went past Horman, who was cutting toward the left side. Kept in by Hyveren, who puts it toward the net. Stanger makes the save, and the puck goes to the right of his net and out of the zone. Here's Chris Brooks. Gets it ahead for Levake, taken away by Sockford, and given right back to neutral. Pinnacle getting a lot of changes here, keeping shifts short against a Mountain Ridge team that is hard to clear the puck off against. Mason Knopfler across the line, taken down by Brooks, and the puck goes into the corner. So on that top line tonight, it's Illing, Knopfler, as Illing puts a puck into the pad of Stiller for his first top save. Hammond toward the net, he put it wide. It's Knopfler, Hammond, and Illing on that top line, where it would be Kamen over Hammond usually. As we mentioned, he's out with travel tonight. On the half wall, it's Grantham, who will clear it out. Ethan Glantz does a nice job of taking on his forehand, and he'll flip it in, getting the red line this time. Just about 5 minutes gone in the first period. O'Mahony kept it at the blue, picked up by Levake. He's speeding through neutral ice into the offensive zone. Levake's still with it. He got taken off his edges. And the bouncing puck goes to Mason Knopfler. Knopfler looks to go cross ice. A bouncing puck as Illing fights for it. He has the puck on his forehand, trying to cut toward the net, and he lost it. McCosh picks it up for Mountain Ridge. Along the right wing, Derryberry misses his check. It goes off the shoulder of Stanger, and he'll hold on the sharp angle try by Mason McCosh. You talk about 9 points. We mentioned came in with 9 through 4. Babin with 9 through 4. McCosh the same way. Though McCosh has done it a little differently with a couple more goals. 6 goals through 4 games. He's up there in the D1 rankings for the most so far in this early season. I say early, but after tonight, both teams will be a fourth of the way, 25% through the regular season. Crazy to think about here as we almost turn the calendar to September. Hides is offside, and the arm comes up from the officials. One of their call-ups, and we mentioned Teufel, and Mason Passmore takes this draw for the Pioneers. Both have seen time at D1 so far this year, and both have excelled. I mentioned Teufel with 2 goals in 2 games, and Passmore has an assist in his 1 game played so far. So not only getting called up and playing minutes, but also contributing, at least offensively, at that moniker with the points. There's a broken sick off of Gobig. Pinnacle looking to take advantage as he has to head to the bench quickly. Teufel shot goes into the chest and the crest of the logo of Easton Stiller, the senior netminder for Mountain Ridge. Stiller's AHSHA experience does not come with the Mountain Lions, however. 2 years ago, he played for Centennial in their lower divisions. He is a Mission 18U AA goalie and has played pretty well so far this year for Mountain Ridge, a program at the D1 level that needed a goalie after their star sophomore goalie, RJ Cavalcante, moved on to play travel hockey over in Westchester, Pennsylvania, which is in the Philadelphia area. Chatsworth in the corner. Lewis looking to dig it out. He does, but it comes to Stockford, who tosses it toward the net. They score! Tipped in front by Fox. First goal goes to the Pioneers, and it's Charlie Fox with his first of the year. The senior gets Pinnacle on the board on the deflection in front. An innocent-looking shot by Stockford, tipped in front by Fox. Pinnacle gets the goal. Stockford gets the assist, and that's how we start this one, about halfway through the first period. Fox has played 4 games so far this year, and he's gotten 5 assists, so it hasn't been his problem, but was looking for that first goal, and now he has it on a really nice deflection in front. Babin looking to chase up to this one. Stockford does a nice job of getting to it first and delaying that 2-on-1. It comes into the slot, and it's cleared out by the Pioneers. We know the main names of the Pioneers of a Kamen, a Knopfler, and an Illing, but it's all about who else can contribute for them. And now Charlie Fox is throwing his name into the hat in his senior year. Glantz gets it across to Bell. A nice pass in neutral ice, then turned over. Hiver in the D steps up for Mountain Ridge. They'll take it into the corner, take a big hit from the senior D and Bell. And Pinnacle will come out with it. Bell, the defenseman, now taking it into the open corner. Brooks will pick it up for Mountain Ridge and looking to delay that Pinnacle forecheck. Mountain Ridge has had offensive zone time, but not a lot of high danger opportunities so far. And the only one really has been that Pinnacle goal. The Charlie Fox deflection in front where nobody was around him. Good neutral zone pass, looking for Ben Jones, picked off by O'Mahony. Lance gets it ahead. It's tipped past Hiverin, icing the call with 5:44, I should say, to left in the first period. It was a really nice deflection by Fox, who it looked like the puck was coming out of the zone on the goal about 2 minutes ago. Stockford just innocently kept it in, and Fox tips it toward the net and past Stiller. So 1-0 is where we stand right now with the Pioneers in front. Off the draw, Horman fighting for it. Illing picks it up, gets it over to Knopfler. Knopfler on the far wing. Pass McCosh, backhands it in front, got deflected back behind the net. Here's Glance at the blue line. His shot deflected in the slot. Still loose, go big looking for it. Picked up by McCosh, and he'll skate it out with the help of Horman in neutral ice. Nick Mahon looking to push it forward. Glance turns around and gives it right back to Gobig, who flips it right back into the zone. It's a defensive game so far, and like we said, not a lot of chances for each team. The defense is tightening up. McCosh goes across the line, picked off by Knopfler. Illing will come the other way. 2-on-2 with Hammond. Some Mountain Ridge defenders coming back on it as Illing takes it into the corner. Goes all the way back to his D as Derryberry's coming off the bench. His shot saved by Stiller. You heard the loud explosion sound off the pad of Stiller. The rebound almost came to Knopfler, but picked up by Mahon. He can't get it out. Hammond keeps it in and uses the wall to push it down. Mountain Ridge gets the clear, but not the change. Now they will get the change as it goes out of play. 4:21 left to go in the first. Fox with the only goal so far. For a Pinnacle team that offensively lost a good amount. They lost Cal Butler, lost Sam Minthorn. Two of their top line guys, Minthorn the center, Butler on the wing, and as every year is, people have to step up. Fox is making his case with that goal today. Mason Knopfler and Carson Kamen back after Knopfler played Junior Coyotes 16U, AAA last year, and Kamen went to school in Boston. Here's Gallo over the line, an odd man rush for Mountain Ridge, quickly closed off by Pinnacle. Pioneers with 19 goals in 4 games. Just below 5 goals a game, which if you can believe is 5th. So scoring has definitely been up, at least early in this season, in this Division I year. Mountain Ridge, they haven't had any issues scoring at all. 27 goals in their first 4 games, including 8 last night against the Centennial Coyotes. They are tied for first with Notre Dame's in terms of scoring goals, but like we said, Notre Dame has played 2 more games than everybody else. They played 6. Here's Gavin with his speed. Camden Babin across the line, inside, outside. Watched closely by Bell. Centering pass to Brown, picked off, and now Pinnacle will come the other way. Vincent Hayes across the line, into the far circle. Watched by Hyverin. Haggerty goes off the glass, kept in by Pinnacle. A.J. Lang puts it down deep. Hyverin looks to flip it out, kept in by the glove of Bell, who caught it at his waist. A basket catch at that, puts it down low. Caudle looking for the centering pass. Picked off by Babin, and Mountain Ridge will come the other way. With 2:30 to go in period number 1, Babin took on 3 Pioneers, and they took the puck away from him. Stockford looking to jump in on the play. Schmall applying the pressure on Brooks as Brown goes over to Hyverin on the other side. Mountain Ridge looking to stretch the ice. They haven't gotten much offensively since about 2 or 3 minutes into this period where they had long offensive zone shifts, but not a lot of high danger shots. They only have 5 shots so far. Down low, it's Chitka. Gets it back out to the top. O'Mahony's shot hit his own man. Hyverin just flips it out and gets it to O'Connor Brown. Brown shoved off the puck. Picked up by O'Mahony, who crosses the offensive zone line. Looks to go all the way across for Glance. Babin does a nice job of just poking it ahead. He might have a 2-on-1 with Brown. Babin, nice play on the back check by Chatsworth. And then he throws Babin to the ice, and that's going to be a penalty. That play was completely clean until Chatsworth threw Babin to the ice at the end. Let's get another look. You see him just toss him into the corner. That was a really nice defensive play to break up the 2-on-1, but just a little bit too much at the end. The call is going to be holding. So Chatsworth to the box. For a penalty, first power play for Mountain Ridge tonight. The call is holding, a 2-minute call. Mountain Ridge, first chance at the man advantage. McCosh takes the draw. Babin picks it up. Rahel is out there as well, along with Jones. And their bumper man in front is Sean Bailey. McCosh will walk around the zone. That's Jones over to McCosh. His shot deflected up, but stays in play. Babin on the near side half wall. Gets it back and will walk toward the top. Switches spots with Rahela, who now takes it on the left side circle. His shot was blocked down and cleared down by Pinnacle's Caudle. He'll chase after this one. Stiller comes out of his net and gives it to McCosh safely. 1 minute to go in period number 1. 1:20 to go in the power play for Mountain Ridge. Holding call against Chatsworth. So the junior steps in the box. He stays in there. Here's the sophomore Babin with 45. Dodges through a few body checks. Then across the line, looks to cut to the middle, and Derryberry laid him out cleanly. Put him to the ice, and with no arms up, the best way to do it. 30 seconds left in period number 1. McCosh on the backhand over the red line. Cuts to the middle. McCosh still with it in the circle. His shot saved. Rebound came to Rahela. He couldn't control the bouncing puck. Babin makes a move at the top, goes all the way across, has 15 seconds to work with. Down to McCosh at the goal line. Derryberry takes it away with 9. Now with 7, Rahela along the half wall. 5 seconds to go for Mountain Ridge. With 3, they put it in front. Stanger puts it behind the net with 1, and there's the buzzer. So end of the first period, and the Pioneers lead 1-0 over Mountain Ridge. We'll be right back with period number 2. All right, back here for period number 2. 1-0 Pinnacle after 1. The Pioneers also led in shots, 11-9. The goal scored by Charlie Fox, assisted by Easton Sockford. He gets the assist on a shot from the blue line that Fox had a nice deflection in front and got it past Easton Siller, the goaltender for Mountain Ridge, in the first. Mountain Ridge does have 23 seconds to go in their power play, a holding call against Nathan Chatsworth at the end of the first period. An early clear by Gavin Williams will start it off. Mountain Ridge with just one more rush to go until Chatsworth comes out of the box. The one and only penalty we had in the first period. How about that? This will be an icing as it hit Jones's stick, but not after the red line. So 8 seconds to go in the power play. But Mountain Ridge will have to go the entire sheet of the ice if they can win this faceoff. Chatsworth standing up in the box and ready to come out. The Mountain Lions win the draw. Foreman will put it back to Rahela. Chatsworth is out of the box and a successful penalty kill for the Pioneers. Pinnacle did a really nice job last night. We mentioned their win against Hamilton 6-3, but also of staying out of the box. They only took one penalty the entire game, and they drew 6 against the Huskies. More time on the power play is, of course, better for the offense. Here's Levake for Mountain Ridge across the line, looking to make some moves and toe drag around Williams. He had none of that. Chatsworth gets it to Fox, who looked to give it back. He turned it over. Chatsworth takes it back, and here come the Pioneers. Fox already has one tonight as Chitka to his left. He shoots, saved by Stiller, and he'll hold. Mountain Ridge last night also did it was an interesting situation with penalties for them. It wasn't the same like Pinnacle last weekend against Hamilton, where they drew 6 and only took 1. In an 8-1 win for Mountain Ridge, the only thing maybe they had to clean up is they did take a good amount of penalties. They took 5 and only drew 1 against the Centennial Coyotes. So winning 8-1, but taking 4 more penalties than you earn. 90 seconds into the second period here. Gallo on the forecheck. Both of them on the same line, Noah and Sam. How about that? 50 and 21. And this one goes into the Pinnacle bench, almost hits head coach Chris Illing. Got out of the way. New haircut for Coach Chris Illing today as well. Almost couldn't recognize him. If he shaved the beard, maybe. Looks like a new man. They'll go back to their top line here in the early part of the second period with Knopfler, Hammond, and Illing. And Mountain Ridge, the home team, counters with the Bailey line with Grantham. They're going to kick Knopfler out of the draw, and Illing will have to take it against Montoya, who wins it back for Rahela. Kyle Rahela is not your known offensive D-man, but in their first game of the year against Basha Perry is coming in as Illing, but he lost the puck and the penalty is upcoming. Rahela had 4 goals in the first game against Basha Perry. So Illing draws the penalty here. It's going to go against Lewis. So Jonathan Lewis to the box for Mountain Ridge, as he pretty much had to stop a one-on-one with Stiller. So not a bad penalty. But the first penalty that Mountain Ridge takes is against Lewis. The call is holding again. So the penalty is picking up here. Lewis is in the box. First chance at the power play for Pinnacle. O'Mahony is the quarterback at the top. They have Williams out there with Illing and Hammond, and they score. O'Mahony from the top in the back of the net. The power play took just 8 seconds, and Pinnacle goes up 2-0. Cooper O'Mahony, the quarterback at the top, and he just put it in the right spot over the right shoulder of Stiller. A good face-off win. Williams, with help, gets it over to O'Mahony. And you see him at the top there. He let it fly and into the back of the net. O'Mahony with his second goal of the year and the second goal of the day for the Pinnacle Pioneers. They give Chitka the assists, Logan that is, and Pinnacle up 2-0. A power play goal for Cooper O'Mahony, who I mentioned Rahela, maybe not the offensive-minded D-man that we all know and love, even though we had those 4 goals against Basha Perry. Cooper O'Mahony has been that offensive D-man for Pinnacle over the last couple of years, and he's excelled at it. Having a great shot from the blue line, and I don't know if Stiller saw it, but he heard it back behind him, hitting the net and making it 2-0 Pioneers. So you mentioned the first real test for Mountain Ridge, and well, it's a test that maybe they got a couple of the first questions wrong. They can make up for it if they score the next one, and they might have to. Down 2-0 here. 3 minutes gone in period number 2. Mayon across the line. Will backhand it down. Picked off by the Pioneers, and Illing will come the other way. Makes a nice move to the near side. Illing through his legs and couldn't get it on the other side. Makash stays with him, step for step, as he skates behind the net. Tried to find Nafla in the slot. Picked off by LeVake, who put it through his legs, and that one was successful. LeVake shoots it from a long-range angle, and it got deflected to the far corner. Go big, forechecking. Gets it down low. Babin picks it off from Williams. Here's Camden Babin. Got to start something offensively. Turns it over to Illing, who made a nice move, but allowed Mountain Ridge to get back in position and took a defender down with him in Hyveren. So Babin will try it one more time around Derryberry. Tries to put it in front, and Caudle just puts it to the corner and out of harm's way. It comes back to the slot. Schmall gets it over to Lang. And Hyveren will reset with Brooks for Mountain Ridge. Babin with a nice setup pass to Jones. Jones tried to go back across, but right there was Caudle to pick it off. Lang goes one-on-one with Brooks in the offensive zone, and we have an arm up behind the play from the official. Derryberry is going to the box for slashing. So it wasn't that play with Illing. It was a penalty behind the play with Derryberry. So Mountain Ridge takes a penalty. Pinnacle scores, and now the Pioneers take a penalty of their own. And Mountain Ridge will go to the power play for the second time tonight. They're 0 for 1. 4 minutes gone in period number 2. Derryberry in the box. He's one of their main penalty killers as well. Foreman swipes it back to McCosh. Mountain Ridge will set up their power play. That really didn't have much going for them on the first try. Rahela on the far wall. Over to Brown. McCosh will come and save him to keep the puck in. Down to Horman. Taken off the puck by Bell. Kept in. Rahela at the top over to McCosh. McCosh toward the net. His shot was blocked. Rahela can't pick it up. Pinnacle looking to take it for themselves. Here's Fox shorthanded. A 2-on-1 with Chatsworth. Fox, Chatsworth, shooting, save, rebound, and Fox couldn't put it home. That would have been his second goal tonight. And a big one. Rahela comes back the other way for the Mountain Lions and swipes it in from near side to far. Zockford will just take it along the wall, pinning it with his stick and his skate, and now looking to push it out of the zone. Really nice work there from Chatsworth to save some time, but a good bounce from Mountain Ridge. Babin looked to put it in front. Stockford got right back to the slot, and he'll put it all the way back down towards Stiller's net for a clear. Mountain Ridge, 40 seconds to work with on their power play. McCosh over to Babin. Babin stays with it. In front, they score. It's Horman. Power play goal for Mountain Ridge. Braden Horman cuts the lead to 1. Nice setup by Babin as he came down to the far side to the goal line, and Horman was ready to one-time it in the back of the net. Watch 96 Horman come down right between the circles. He was ready for the pass. He got it, and he didn't miss over the glove of Stanger, and makes it 2-1. So a goal for Braden Horman, assist by Babin, and 2-1 is now our score. Power play goal. Mountain Ridge now 1 for 2 on the man advantage. Power play goal for each team here in the second, and 2-1, Pinnacle still leads. Mountain Ridge looking to change that. Here's Grantham over the line. Nice move to the outside. O'Mahony marks his man. Grantham turns with it, puts it back in front, off the shin of Small, and right to his teammate in Lang. Brooks takes it back for Mountain Ridge, gets it to Montoya, who just dodged a big hit from Small. That could have been dangerous if he didn't see him. Down low, pass in front. Montoya couldn't handle it. He was coming back toward the goal line on the near side. Bailey to Grantham. A couple big bodies in for Mountain Ridge as they got it down low to Montoya. Back for Grantham. His shot went wide. And it comes back to him. Montoya in front, bouncing puck. Who's got it? Teufel's taken down. No arm goes up. Pinnacle takes it and clears it. It will not be in on net, which forces the icing. 8 minutes to go in the second. It's been a power play goal for each team here in the middle frame. And a pretty even one at that so far. No team dominating in any way. Nor has there been a lot of high danger chances. So a lot of credit to each team's defensive course. The Pioneers win the defensive zone draw. Fox up to Hammond. Nice neutral zone pass for Illing. All the way across. Knopfler dashing down the lane. Saved by Stiller. Rebound in front. And Mountain Ridge will get it out of harm's way. A really nice pass as it went off the stick of Derryberry to Knopfler, who was all alone on that far side. Stiller got the first one. The rebound was right there for somebody to knock it in, but no one was there. In white and red and black. Hammond drop pass. Knopfler shoots. It went over the blocker of Stiller and over the net. Gallo pinned to the wall by the hip of Hammond. Williams just looked to knock it down out of the air. Haggerty with a nice backhand pass. Gallo to Gallo, brother to brother, across the line. Sam looking for Noah in front, cutting toward the net. Haggerty had his stick tied up by Knopfler. Here comes Mason Knopfler, 2-on-2, has George Hammond with him. Knopfler toward the net. His shot was blocked as it went along the ice. Hammond down low, put to the ice by Lewis. Gallo to Lewis, and out comes the Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions. Fox will take it back behind his own net. Connor Brown picks off the pass as he comes right off the bench. Illing with a nice soft pass to Hammond. Hits him in stride, gets him to the red and gets it in. Akash to Jones, and Babin will start it up. Here's their top line. All the way across to Brown. They'll put it off the wall and in. Bell for Pinnacle will flip it to the other side. Stockford does a turn with it, gets it back to his D partner. 6 minutes to go in the middle frame. Chitka can't hold on to it. Babin will rev it up in his own zone and will take it all the way back to his goal line. They'll set up the play. Jones to Brown. Picked off. No one can control the puck. Go Big will just swipe it in. Off a glove. Fox in neutral ice across the logo. Soft shot into the glove of Stiller. Charlie Fox putting the puck on net tonight. That's his third shot so far. 2-1 Pinnacle. They have 19 shots to Mountain Ridge's 11. That's one of their 19 and one of the 17 saves for Easton Stiller. Mountain Ridge wins the draw. Hyveren is surrounded. Brooks will come in and save his D partner. Get it up to the half wall. Brooks goes all the way back to Hyveren. Now Mountain Ridge gets the clear they needed. Levake's first try to a centering pass was unsuccessful. He gets it to Brooks, who will put it behind Sanger's net. Derryberry for the Pioneers. The only mistake they took, taking that penalty, led to a Mountain Ridge goal by Braden Horman. Derryberry was in the box for that one. Like I mentioned, a big penalty kill component for them is Tyson Derryberry on the back end. Didn't have him, and it cost the Pioneers a 2-goal lead, now just one. Mann goes deep. Centering pass looking for Levake, picked off. Lewis for Mountain Ridge puts it into the open corner and tells Levake to go after it. Hyveren can't keep this in. He was looking for it. Oh, it went into the bench area. 4:19 to go in the second. So this draw will take Mountain Ridge to get their changes and right in front of their own end. They win it. This one almost feels like a late December, January game where these two teams have seen each other a while, and it's almost like each team's treating it like a playoff game. It's very defensive. No team wants to make a mistake. Passmore for Pinnacle. His shot deflected almost off the ceiling here at the ice den. So even though it's game 5, both teams playing with the intensity and the defensive focus of what it takes to win in December, January, and I think the championship might even be the 1st of February this year. I don't think there's a confirmed date, but last year, or 2 years ago, it's February 4th, over at Mullet for DV in Notre Dame. The great game. Hopefully that championship's right back at Mullet this year. Highs takes it around the zone. These two teams hope to be there. Could both be there, or hey, Notre Dame, hey, Flagstaff and others, Hamilton, might have something to say about that. Highs puts it down low, looking for Teufel. Picked off. Makash pokes it ahead. Babin goes all the way across for Connor Brown. Brown with Jones to the net, saved by Stanger. Gavin Williams got back just in time to deter his shot. It got to Stanger, but not with the power that he wanted. And Jones off the official. Knopfler's going to chase up to this one, going 1-on-5 against Mountain Ridge's defense. Knopfler just looking to catch some time and get his men on the ice. Hammond and Babin go to battle behind the net. Jones picks it up into the center of the zone and picked up by Brown. Knopfler comes back for Brown. And go big and off the skate of Knopfler and into the bench. Another treat for the Mountain Ridge bench and coaching staff. And here's an interesting one. Their head coach, of course, Ed Georgievich, longtime head coach of the Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions program, not behind the bench tonight, and it's on purpose. He wants his other coaches to experience getting that in-game experience, changing lines and seeing how the players react, and also just wants another view. He's sitting a couple rows in front of me here, getting that bird's eye view of his team, what he likes, and he says he's taking notes tonight. So all the pressure, I guess, on the Mountain Ridge team as Stanger puts it to the far side. Bailey's shot, and it's under Stanger. He just doesn't know where. And they get the whistle. Only 3 penalties in this one. 35 shots combined, almost through 2 periods. If you love defense, if you love really good goaltending, this has been your game. And if you've loved discipline. Charlie Fox, right off the draw, will come the other way for the Pioneers. Puts it down low. Chitka creates some snow as he stopped on his edges. Montoya puts it back and tries to start up the breakout. Getting it to Brooks, and he gets it in. Looking for Bailey. Derryberry goes across for Williams. Down low, Bailey looking for Grantham in front. Pass didn't connect. Out comes Chitka with Fox right on his left hip. Chitka on the backhand toward the net and couldn't get it onto the net. It was all off the side. Now on the other side, backhand try. It's in the net, no goal. No goal, the whistle blew. That was Chatsworth as it came out to the far side of the net. He looked to backhand it in. Let's see if we can get another look at that one. The whistle blew. Look at your top left of your screen. The puck's definitely past the line. Chatsworth is wondering why it's not 3-1 Pinnacle, and the whistle blew before. Unfortunate for the Pioneers. So we stay at 2-1. The goal called off as the whistle was blown. The official believed that the puck was under the goaltender Stiller, which it was, but They might have been behind him and in the net as well, which it also was. This one goes out of play and draws the whistle. We had a lot of other D1 games today as well that you want to highlight, including Flagstaff today going 5-0. What about that? Beating Hamilton 6-2 today. Horizon beating Shap 4-2. And earlier today, look at that, Flagstaff. Wow. 2 games today. They beat Campo earlier today, and Stiller holds this one and holds his post. So Flagstaff not only 5-0, they're 2-0 today. They beat Campo 4-2 earlier today. 2 goals by Will Smith, and then they won later tonight against Hamilton, like we said. Ben Cook with a couple goals, Pfeiffer with a goal, and Smith with another. So 3 goals by Will Smith in 2 games. Brophy and Desert Vista, the only other game going on right now, as Stiller makes the glove save, and DV is currently up 1-0 on the Broncos. As Austin Wynn gets the goal for the Thunder. They're looking for their first win, 0-3-1 so far. Brophy 1-3. Pinnacle in the offensive zone, they win the draw. Lang gets it down to Caudle, who tries to feed the point. Lewis picks it off. Jones for Rahela. He overskated it. Picked up by Lang. Rahela recovers and spins it on in. Under a minute to go in period number 2. Ahead for Schmall. Picked off by Mountain Ridge and put behind Sanger with under 40 now. Babin lays a hit on Glance. Nice move by Schmall to dodge one and backhand it out. Rahela uses his body to position himself well against Lang and almost turned it over. Passmore gets on the loose puck with 20 seconds. And we're going to have a penalty. A penalty in the final minute of the period. Never something you want to do. And it's going against Kyle Rahela. Roughing is the call against Rahela, the captain of this Mountain Ridge team. He wears the C. He's going to be in the box. And a power play for Pinnacle that took only 8 seconds to score in their first and only opportunity so far today. That was Cooper O'Mahony on the second goal for the Pioneers. Let's see if they can make it work. They have 21 seconds to go in the period. Of course, the time will carry over into the third if they don't score. Babin looking to move and do something shorthanded. The stick goes flying out of Illing's hand. Montoya in front, they score! Shorthanded, and the game is tied. Great hustle by Babin. He might have put that one in as well as he fed Montoya in front. Shorthanded goal for Mountain Ridge. This game is tied with 8 seconds to go. Watch Babin's hustle on the forecheck. Picks it up, backhands it to Montoya, who put it in front, and then Babin finished the job. So Babin gets the goal. Assist by Montoya on a short-handed goal for Mountain Ridge. The game is tied back in front. One last chance, and Chitka couldn't put it home. Knopfler in front. Bell shot. It's going to go after the whistle. That's after the buzzer. So the pace picking up here at the end of the second, and the game tied. 2-2 after 2. We'll be right back for period number 3. All right, back here for period number 3. 2-2 the score after 2 periods. And a very weird game so far. It was very defensive through the first, 28 minutes? 15-minute periods, right? Last 2 minutes of the second period, and things got a little out of hand. Penalty against Rahela with 20 seconds to go. Penalty in the last minute. You never want to take that. And Camden Babin makes them pay with a shorthanded goal. 2-2 the score. And now Pinnacle starts out the third period with 90 seconds of power play time. Looking to make good and give it right back to Mountain Ridge. This was a 2-0 game in Pinnacle's favor at one point. Mountain Ridge with 2 straight off the stick of Horman and then Babin. Babin with the assists on the first and the goal on the second. Going back hard is Gobig, and he puts a man down in the process. That's Nafla, and Gobig caught up in the corner. Both seem to be all right. Under a minute to go in power play time. Highs toward the net. His shot was blocked, picked up by Williams. Williams pressured by Babin along the half wall. Babin has been so good offensively over the last 2 years, but tonight especially can highlight his defensive game. And Mountain Ridge gets a clear. His defense set up that shorthanded goal for Pinnacle, or for Mountain Ridge, I should say, against Pinnacle. Nafla into the open corner. Bell will come down from the blue line. Levake picks it up, backhands it out. It doesn't have enough to get out, though. Teufel, the call up, put it back, but no one was there at the open point. Pinnacle was getting a change. 10 seconds to go in the man advantage. Rahela will come out of the box. Caudle across the line. Taken away by Levake and backhanded out. Rahela's out of the box, and we're back to even strength. Pinnacle now 1 for 2 on their man advantage. Here's George Hammond looking in front off the pad of Stiller. Teufel down low. Derryberry looking to make something happen behind the net. Couldn't get that to work. Levake puts it ahead to Babin, who's in full stride. Going one-on-one with Stockford. He pulls up, puts it in front. But Levake couldn't get his stick down on the bouncing puck. Here come the Pioneers the other way. Hammond for Caudle. Into the corner, Hyveren. Backhands it along the half wall. 2:20 gone in period number 3 of a tie game. Braden Horman flips it in. Chatsworth off the wall. George Hammond picks it up. All the way across for Passmore. Passmore's shot was blocked. Stockford picks up the rebound. Couldn't get a shot away in the first try and was dodging through a few Mountain Lions, but just couldn't get enough control to let a shot go. So Glantz will take it back for the Pioneers. Nice pass to Passmore. Brooks across to Mahan in their own zone. 3 minutes gone in period number 3 of a game that you could say has gained momentum for Pinnacle and lost it as it went 2-0 to 2-2. But you haven't felt a ton of momentum shift. It's been if someone makes a mistake, they're going to make you pay no matter what the score is, especially if you take a penalty. 2 power play goals of the 4. Ian Schmall backhands it in. Rahela behind the net. Gets it up to Sam Gallo, who backhands it out. Nafla turns and gets it in. Bell, the defenseman, jumping in on the rush. Tried to backhand it across. Gallo got back in time. Numbers for Mountain Ridge the other way. Haggerty and Gallo. Haggerty across the line on the backhand. Looked to put it in front. He was just caught on his offhand on the near side wing. Williams with good pressure on him. Rahela keeps it at the blue. His shot blocked by Bell. Pinnacle looking to take advantage the other way with Nafla, but he's at the end of a long shift. Let's see how much he can give as he cuts toward the net. Puts 2 Mountain Ridge Mountain Lions into the boards and takes them with him. Nafla started this 1-on-5, now has his full teammates on the ice. And fresh, Derryberry's shot saved by Stiller as Lewis was diving in front to block it. Derryberry came down, as you see him at the top of your screen. He saw some open ice, came down at the circle, but had to touch that puck a little bit too much before he could let that shot go and allowed Stiller to get in position. So a good opportunity for Pinnacle there. as it's now Knopfler, Hayes, and Hammond on the forward set. We saw Knopfler, Hammond, and Illing before. Pinnacle changing it up here. We're going to get some offense going. Off the stick of Brown. Just kept it at the line, but swatted out by Brown. Knopfler resets, stops at the half wall. Connor Brown was with him step for step. McCosh for Mountain Ridge. Gonna rev it up, and he does. Jones in front. Stockford takes it away and backhands it out. Go Big flips it in, but this is gonna be an icing. He didn't get to the red line. So a mistake there by Go Big as he ices the puck. 5 minutes gone here in the third. And it'll come back down to the Mountain Ridge defensive end. This is a line that Pinnacle would like to get going, and had a good game against Hamilton on last Sunday, a week from today, in Chatsworth, Chitka, and Fox. Chitka with 2 goals in that game, including a penalty shot goal, which we saw. I don't think it was a goal, it was a save. We saw that a couple games ago as Fox's deflection goes high off the stick of Williams, the initial shot. Saved by Stiller, rebound for Chatsworth. You don't see many penalty shots, especially in the regular season. Chitka make good of it last weekend against Hamilton. Williams shot blocked down off the shin pad of Jones. Looks to go over the head of Williams, looking for Babin, who is behind the D. He picks the puck up, going 1-on-4, now 2-on-4. He'll circle in the zone. Look at Camden Babin go as he tried to make his way through in the slot, and he drew a penalty. What a great job by Camden Babin going through the defense and forcing Pinnacle to take a penalty. That's Charlie Fox heading to the box. And Babin's great work draws Mountain Ridge a man advantage. A man advantage. They're 1 for 2 on the day. Last time they had it, they scored a power play goal by Braden Horman, who's taking the draw right now. 9:30 to go in the third. Big opportunity for Mountain Ridge here. McCosh at the top for the Mountain Lions. Across to Rahela. Those are the 2D at the top. McCosh takes it back. His shot off the shin of Caudle and cleared out. Or not out, kept in by Rahela. That's a big keep off a potential clear by Hayes. Down for Babin, all the way back to the top for Rahela. It's going to skate the line, and he'll have to reset back to neutral. It's Brown, Babin, Horman, and the 2D on the top, and McCosh and Rahela, the 5-man unit on the man advantage for Mountain Ridge. Rahela will walk the line at the top, over to McCosh on the far side. Watched by Caudle. Down low, Brown looking to put it in front for Horman, taken away by Bell. Off the skate of McCosh, he's going to have to recover, and he does well. Brown across for Babin in the circle, back in front. Oh, what a stop by Stanger with the left pad. Wide open in front was Horman and Brown, and he made an excellent save. Best of the night for either goalie, and Ben Stanger keeps it as a 2-2 game. 45 seconds to go in the man advantage. That was a great east-west passing play by Mountain Ridge after they caught Pinnacle looking to come the other way on the puck at the top of the zone. And Stanger read it the whole way, pushing off from his right to his left to make the save. Williams clearing attempt, knocked down by Rahela. Second try by Schmall, he gets it out. 20 seconds until Fox is out of the box. Under 8 minutes to go in the third period. Babin through 1, Babin through 2. This one's going to be offside as it came out of the zone, and Babin and Knopfler share some pleasantries after the play. Still 14 seconds to go in the hooking call against Fox. Derryberry lost his stick. Mountain Ridge looking to take advantage. Grantham toward the net. Montoya couldn't hold it. They get it down low for Bailey. Out of the box is Fox, going to go into the defensive zone. Loose puck in the slot. Bailey was trying to come down and take it. Clear it out by Pinnacle. Mountain Ridge now 1 for 3 on their man advantage tonight. Williams into the boards by Bailey. He lost the puck. Turnaround shot by the Mountain Lions as Grantham was blocked. Brooks comes down from the blue line to keep it in. Derryberry goes across, and out come the Pioneers. It's been all Mountain Ridge the past couple minutes. That power play, like it has for each team tonight, can turn momentum quickly. Ethan Glantz at the blue line, blocked by Bailey. Mountain Ridge coming the other way with numbers. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Bailey across the line, and a nice play by Stockford to get back and stop that odd man rush. 6:30 to go in the third. Stockford over to Glantz. And Pinnacle will reset in their own end. It goes past Brooks, icing the call. So that line combination we mentioned with Hammond and Hayes and Knopfler, the result of that is Illing coming down to play with Teufel and Passmore. The two call-ups for today's game because Kamen and Iacono are out. See if they can make a big impact here late in the third. Go big at the top. Down to Levake. Levake at the half wall. Taken away by Pinnacle. You don't want to make a mistake here. Illing's a man who can make you make mistakes. He comes over the line. Drop pass for Teufel, who's in the slot. Puts it toward the net. Blocked down. Comes right back to him as Stiller puts it into the corner with his pad. Illing toward the front. Picked off. McCosh the other way from Mountain Ridge. Has Levake to his right. McCosh from a sharp angle, and Sanger makes the stop. Under 6 minutes now in the third. So 2-2, we stay tied. It was Fox in the first for Pinnacle. O'Mahony made it 2-0 on a power play goal, but Mountain Ridge with 2 straight ever since. Between Horman and Babin, a power play goal and then a shorthanded goal. Tied us up. Brown back to the top. Jones's shot was blocked down, and Stanger will hold. That was McCosh at the blue, and Jones in front. We're going to create some distraction, but Ben Sanger has been really good tonight. 20 saves on 22 shots. And especially that save earlier in this period on the east-west passing play by the Mountain Lions as Brown was wide open in front, and Sanger made a nice move going left to right to make the pad save. Flip play. McCosh read it the whole way, but he touched it with a high stick, which doesn't really hurt McCosh, other than the fact that the faceoff will come back to the Mountain Ridge zone. He had to stop that or else over his head, and Chika's one-on-one with Stiller, the goaltender. Fox wins the draw for Pinnacle. Bell looks to keep it in. Jones swats it out. It comes back to Ben Jones. He had the game-tying goal against Notre Dame back last weekend with about a minute to go. That got Mountain Ridge a tie against top-seeded Notre Dame Prep. McCosh through 1, through 2. Into the offensive end. McCosh cutting toward the net. Loose in the slot. Brown can't pick it up. Pinnacle will come back the other way with numbers. Chitka has Bell with him along with Chatsworth, and Stiller makes the glove save. Under 5 minutes to go now in the third of an even deadlock game. Nice job by Mountain Ridge keeping that shot to the outside by Chatsworth, and a glove stop by Stiller. He has 27 stops on 29 shots so far tonight. So here late on a Sunday night, who's going to be the hero? Knopfler won the draw, but it was too hard. It went past Glantz. Knopfler onside, Hammond toward the net. Knopfler shoots! Saved by Stiller, and I believe that Rahela got a piece of that shot as well. The defenseman. It was a 2-on-1 quickly developing as Mountain Ridge was coming back the other way. But Knopfler and Hammond, and Knopfler took it himself. Rahela got a piece, and Siller might have as well. Best chance for Pinnacle here in the third. Knopfler back to glance. They play catch. Hyverin just shoving Knopfler, trying to get him toward that blue line. Down low for Highs. Glance keeps it in. Highs off the wall. Open slot. Haggerty backhands it out. Loose puck. Bailey's on it. Sean Bailey toward the net, and he couldn't get a shot away. Glance came back along with Williams for Pinnacle defensively. Big hit in front of the box. Montoya went down on a knock by Knopfler. Here's Highs at the top of the circle and a glove save by Stiller. 3:50 to go in the third. The offensive zone draw for Pinnacle. 3:49. We can have a tie. We've had a couple ties. Mountain Ridge tied with Notre Dame last weekend. Pinnacle hasn't had a tie yet so far this year. Illing gets it down low. Hyverin and Co. immediately break it out. Harmon waits for Gallo to get onside. Puts it off the helmet of Illing and into the zone. That's why you wear cages. Thank you, USA Hockey Rules. Would have taken an eye or even worse. Passmore back for Pinnacle. Pioneers were up 2-0. Mountain Ridge with 2 straight, looking for 3 as it went in front, and LeVay couldn't get the shot away. Under 3 minutes to go. Go big back for Mountain Ridge. Off the wall, picked up by Stockford. Leading the charge offensively for Pinnacle. Stockford in front. Illing couldn't pull the trigger. Loose puck, Derryberry. His shot saved by Siller, and he'll hold. Nice job by Derryberry getting in the Pinnacle defense, making their mark. O'Mahony with a goal already today. And Stockford had the assist on the first goal. It'll be Fox, Chitka, and Chatsworth the line here in a tie game, and 2.5 to go in the third. It goes past Williams. This will be an icing against Mountain Ridge. 2 top teams in D1. 2 teams that went to the semifinals last year, and that's where their season ended. Mountain Ridge losing to Notre Dame Prep, and Pinnacle losing to Centennial, the eventual champions. Fox wins this draw. Williams at the blue. His shot deflected down by Fox, but wide. Similar to his first goal. Bell does a nice job of keeping it in, and it comes right to the glove of Stiller, who makes the save. In the final 5, it's been a lot in the Mountain Ridge defensive zone. Pinnacle starting to lean on him a little bit. Chitka tried to backhand it toward the net. Here comes a 3-on-2 the other way. Babin with speed. Babin toward the net. Where is it? In the crease and cleared out. Go big. Down low for Babin. Looking for the centering pass. Fox in the right spot. Chatsworth will just flip it out. Kept in by Go Big. 2:05 to go. Chitka off the wall for Bell. The breakout is successful. That's offside. Would have been a 2-on-1, but Babin didn't exit the zone. Close play, but the right play and the right call. It's the big boys for both sides. Who do you trust the most? Who can score you the big goal? That's who's out there for each team. Over to Ethan Glantz. To Knopfler through the center. Cutting it through. Knopfler to the net. Saved by Siller. Rebound! And they score! George Hammond, 3-2 Pinnacle. 1:44 to go, and Hammond gets his first. Knopfler down the right side, a good save by Siller, but Hammond all alone, and he pots it home past Siller's dive in the back of the net. George Hammond was looking to get that offense going through 3 games. He had no points. That's not like him. He gets not only his first, but his biggest point here on the go-ahead goal with 1:40 to go. Knopfler looking for another point as he gets taken down toward the net. We'll keep an eye on Siller. Mountain Ridge now needs to push. Now it turns to them. Can they tie it up again? Hammond gets the goal, assist by Knopfler and Glantz. Pinnacle keeps his own. Knopfler with room. Knopfler to the net. Saved by Siller. Rebound in front. Siller's on his back as it's behind the net. 1:10 to go. 70 seconds for Mountain Ridge to work with here. Turnover. Highs almost had a free shot toward the net. Here's Hyverin. Siller to the top. Siller's coming toward the bench. Down low. Shot in front, and Stanger with the stop. Grantham puts it down behind the goal line. Stiller's on the bench. 6 men on the ice for Mountain Ridge. Jones looking for LeVake. It's a 6-on-5 with an empty net for Mountain Ridge. Rahela keeps the zone. They need one. They have 35 seconds to do so. Pinned on the corner. Fox doing work. Jones looking to poke it out. Babin looking to poke it out. Stockford gets it to the far side. Hyverin just keeps it in. Onside play. A stick goes flying. LeVake looks to poke it out. 20 seconds to go. Still caught up on that wall. Pinnacle doing it technically. Pinning it on the wall. Killing the clock with 10. Nobody can get it out. That's what the Pioneers want. It goes all the way down with 5. And that's when they'll get the icing. Exactly 5 seconds left in the third period. Timeout, Mountain Ridge. George Hammond, the go-ahead goal on a play set up by Knopfler. All right, here we go. Back here in the third. Let's set it up. 3-2 Pinnacle in front. Face off in the Pinnacle defensive zone. George Hammond with the goal with just over a minute left to make it 3-2 Pinnacle. Mountain Ridge, 6 men on the ice. Goalie pulled. Here we go. Looking to tie this up. They did it last weekend against Notre Dame. Tied it up with a minute to go to get a tie. Can they do it here? Foreman off the draw. Knopfler wins it back. 2-1. Pinnacle with a huge win against Mountain Ridge. George Hammond, the hero, on a goal with 1:44 to go to take the lead. Pinnacle not at full strength, not having Carson Kamen or Cole Iacono, but they pull it out in a 3-2 victory. Let's go through the scoring summary before we go here in a 3-2 win for Pinnacle. Started out real good for the Pioneers, too. Charlie Fox with the goal in the first period, the only goal of the first period. Took up 1-0. Cooper O'Mahony with a power play goal in the second. Took up 2-0 for Pinnacle. Then 2 straight for Mountain Ridge. Braden Horman on the power play. Camden Babin shorthanded tied the game at 2. Going into the third, George Hammond, 1:44 to go in the third period. To score, assist by Knopfler and glance for the game winner. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back next weekend for another AHSHA stream. 3-2 the final score between Pinnacle and Mountain Ridge.